The Continental Club's newest feature, the Beatles band, Beetle. We play nothing but Beatles songs. Thank you very much. On bass, Paul. On drums, Jamie O. Ouch! And I am Jim. Thank you very much. Ready to go? Yeah. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working.
In this modest brick building, just south of downtown Houston, one of the city's most enduring musical acts has performed every Thursday night for the last 20 years. These shows have become a weekly fixture for one of the most inclusive and welcoming communities in the city's live music scene. Four friends take the stage and play the music that they love to a crowd who adores them and dives into a unique experience that only this music, this place, and this night can bring.
Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Baby, you can drive my car. And baby, I love you.
Everyone's always having a good time.
It's that same old line. It's like a family, but it really is.
I love the friendly family atmosphere, and it's just fun.
Well, we love the music, the camaraderie, the atmosphere, and of course the Continental Club. It's like family.
Beatles is special to me because of the music, the dancing, the people.
Coming into Beetle every Thursday is transcending, and it's something that I look forward to. You know, I know everyone here also does.
So I feel like I'm one of the first people that ever come here because I read about it in the music news. I've been here 20 years.
It's about 4 years now.
About 14 years.
I guess it's about 18 years now.
I've been going to Beatles for 10 years now.
7, 8 years.
I've been going to Beetle for 12 years.
I've been seeing Beetle for 15 years now.
We've been coming to Beetle a few months after they started.
So yeah, about July 2002.
Almost 16 years.
I've been coming to Beatles since about 2004-05, but more regularly since 2009.
I've been coming from the very beginning. I was, if not at the first show, one of the first shows. And so it has been almost 20 years now.
And I've been coming for 10 years. This was our third date when we first met.
Well, I'm Pete Gordon. I'm the owner-operator here at the Continental Club and have been since the day we opened in 2000. And I've been putting on shows every night since then. Steve Wertheimer, who owns the Continental Club in Austin, and I were great pals, and we decided to open a bar together. And then we decided the best bar to open would be to expand the Continental Club and be able to bring our touring bands in through Houston and Austin. So we started looking for a building down here. And we partnered up with Bob Schultz, who helped us find the building and get all the financing together to make this happen. And so in 1999, we bought the building, and I got in here and started building it out and getting it ready. We got it open in 2000. The building was built in 1929. It was originally built where the Continental Club is as the Wallace Drugstore. And so they had a drugstore on the corner of Alabama. In a little old house they converted into a drugstore, and then they built this brand new building to be their home of their new drugstore. And they ran that for about 20 years, and then it started being leased into various other shops over the years. The last shop that was in here before we got in was a place that was renowned in the neighborhood called Guy's News. And they would sell all kinds of magazines and whatnot, and we kind of became Guy's News, being so close to Montrose, but it was owned by Mr. Guy himself. His last name was Guy. So, but people used to come, even when we were building it out and stuff, people would come by and ask, where's the guy's news? I need to get the racing form and stuff like that.
I'm Paul Beebe, and I play bass in Beetle. Jamie and I have known each other since kindergarten, but didn't really become friends until about second grade. And and then we grew up. We were, best friends growing up.
So my name is Jamie Adams. They call me Mr. Adams in the band. I'm the rhythm guitar player. Actually started out as a drummer, but there's a story there.
In junior high, we started a band because I started playing guitar, and then we bought a drum set together for him to play drums because it was $120. Neither of us had $120, but we both had $60. So we split a drum set, and then he started playing drums. And so for a long, long time, he was the drummer in the band, in whatever band I was in. When I first graduated from college, I was playing, or I wanted to play in bands, and sort of things didn't really come out. Thought I sort of had a band lined up when I got out, and I didn't. My brother David was playing in the L Orbits, which had been playing at the Satellite Lounge and then played at the newly opened Continental Club, which David was involved in early on. And Pete, our good friend Pete, and Jim from Beetle both played in the L Orbits with me, and that's where I met Jim.
Hi, I'm Jim Hinkle. I play guitar for the band Beetle on Thursday nights at the Continental Club. Paul and I, another member of Beetle, had a band called the Pop Kings that played here. I think it was like on Tuesday nights.
And then Jim was playing at the Continental Club on Tuesday nights. He had the Tuesday night happy hour slot with his group, the Pop Kings, which was all the original stuff he'd written. And Paul was playing with him, and I sat in on drums with him every now and then.
It was a better draw for the club to play Beatle music than my original music, so that's how that happened. And plus we all wanted to do it. Like Jamie and Paul had wanted to put together a Beatle band for a while, and I knew the stuff.
Paul and I were actually living together. We had gotten an apartment together, and I just remember it was one random day. We both loved the Beatles. He grew up on the Beatles, I grew up on the Beatles. And I remember just sitting in my room one day in the apartment and thinking, it'd be really cool to play in a Beatles cover band. And I was in my room, he was in his room, and I was sitting at my desk, and I just leaned back and said, "Hey, Paul, you think anyone would come to see a Beatles cover band?" And he called back, "Yeah, I think so." And I said, "You think Jim would want to do something like that?" And he said, "Yeah, probably."
We needed 4 people in the band instead of 3, and another friend of ours, Joe Earthman, decided that he really wanted to play drums in the band. So Jamie volunteered to switch to guitar and sing as well, and it's been there ever since.
My name is Bruce Jameson. I was a drummer for Beetle. I was the second drummer. I played years 2 through 10. I got involved with Beetle when Mr. Adams came over to my house. I had a recording studio in my garage where I had recorded his band and several others. And he asked me if I wanted to drum for Beetle, and I said, sure, I'll do that. The consistency of the musicians and the musicianship, it was just great. But really, I guess the biggest thing is the crowd. It was just fun being on stage, getting to watch the crowd. It was the greatest experience playing with other people I've ever had.
My name is Steve Candelaria, and I'm the drummer for Beetle. I used to play up here with a band called the Dream Breakers, doing 60s stuff. And we were doing Beatles songs too. But anyway, I think because I used to play Beatles songs up here too with the Dream Breakers when they called me about doing backup. And so until 2010, I took over for Bruce. And he'd kind of retired. I was real delighted to become permanent drummer because I love the Beatles music, and the opportunity to play here and play Beatles music every Thursday was exciting, you know.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a
Pick a night and do the Beatles thing would be great. I bet people start coming down, and that's how it happened. Just looking to, you know, make a great show at the club, and they have turned it into beyond a great show.
The crowd has been amazing. They've been coming consistently for 20 years. We have folks that have babies and then go away, and then their kids are old enough and they finally come back again. The music has such longevity about it that it just brings everyone back.
They're great musicians, great guys, and you know they're playing great music that everybody loves. They're a staple of Thursday. They're the anchor of the week. There will be anywhere from 50 to 150 people here on any Thursday. And it's a lot of regulars, so it's a coming together of a lot of people that they get every week. And then sometimes there's a ton of new people too, but there's always that core of people. And it comes down to the band. They're not only are they good, but they're really great guys, and they're very giving and nice to their fans.
What's really cool is that every night is unique because they never play the same songs in the same orders. It's requests all night. So you could always count on the first and the last two songs being the same, but everything else is a surprise.
The music, the Beatles, of course, you know, that you fall in love with the band and you fall in love with the group that keeps coming, you know, 20 years, every week, consistently, it becomes like a church pretty much.
They get to have so much fun. They get to dance, they get to sing, they know the songs. It's just so much fun for them to be here, and the band just brings it alive.
There have been new faces, old faces, and I've met so many great people.
It always makes me feel happy. If I'm blue, if I've had a bad day, Beetle always lifts my spirits.
I just love the friendships and the music. We just always have so much fun here.
It's fun to dance and do all the stuff we do here, so it's just a great community, a great group of people.
You know, I've made a lot of great friends here, and I really enjoy coming here. It's my cheers. I'm sure that's a cliche that everybody else has said, but I do enjoy coming here, and I enjoy the people that I've met here.
We've had like rotating crowds that would come out for a few years and then kind of fade away or move or whatever, and then some new people will show up. I thought this thing was going to last about 3 to 5 years when we first started it, and it just keeps going.
It's like a family. That's the only way I could really describe it, as a family of people that like to celebrate the music of the Beatles.
Honestly, the whole thing that makes the show work is the crowd. If the people who have been coming every single week are the reason that the show works. If you don't have those people, there's really no point in doing the show.
Beatles music, it's something that so many people love, and I mean it means so much to so many people. It means so much to me too, and that's one of those things where every week at this point when I'm on stage, I look out at the crowd and just realize what I'm doing and realize how lucky I am to be doing what I'm doing, to be playing music that means so much to so many people. It's incredible. Can't describe it. It's so incredible.
So what makes Beatle Thursday so special? What is it that keeps the same people coming back week after week, month after month, year after year, through hurricanes and pandemics, through personal pain and professional setbacks? What is that thing? As the song goes, it's the word love. For this band and these fans, all they need is love. And in the end, the love you take is equal to, well, you know. So, what are you doing Thursday night?
Favorite would be Jim.
My favorite Beatle would probably be James.
My favorite member is Steve.
I think it's equally 25% each.
Well, Paul, of course.
I'm like the girls in England when Beatlemania happened. I like all of them. I don't have, all the girls had their own favorite, and I guess I'm all those girls.
I think it's fun to do it. And there comes the dog.
So Paul and I have known.
Well, mine is Steve. I mean, he's just a fun guy. I've seen him in other bands. It's just great guy, great sense of humor, really goes for it.
And I love Mr. Adam.
I'm going to say Steve. Mr. Adams is a close runner-up to Steve.
Yeah, my favorite member has to be Paul. He's got that bass going on.
I just want to play as long as it's fun and as long as everybody's capable of doing it. I'd like to do the show. And then if anybody really gets sick of it, then we'll go play on the rooftop and call it a day.